Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Friday Bhakti-rasāmṛta-sindhu discussion. So we are going to be discussing Bhakti-rasāmṛta-sindhu. Hopefully that's the plan on Friday and Saturday for the next few weeks in interest of completing Śrī Bhakti-rasāmṛta-sindhu sooner. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It will be a shorter class. We will end by 6:30 sharp. Because some devotees have other programs and other things at 6:30, so we will not conflict with those. Let us start with Mangalacharan prayers. I will share the screen. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Soyam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutah Padkamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, so that one is done. Cool. See the Sindhu. Okay. Okay. Śrī Bhakti-rasāmṛta-sindhu by Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada. English summary study. Nectar of Devotion by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Paro Premamritambo Nidhi Dhira Dhira Jana Priyo Priyakaro Nirmatsaro Pujito Shri Chaitanya Kripavaro Bhuvi Bhuvo Bharavahantarako Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghujugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipuno Sadharma Samsthapako Lokanam Hitakarino Tribhuvane Manyo Sharanyakaro Radha Krishna Padaravinda Bhajana Mandena Mattaliko Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghujugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. I will just recite the memorization verses in interest of time, since we are having short class today. So we'll save time. Tomorrow we'll do the lead follow. Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadyanavritam anukulyena krishnanu shilanam bhaktiruttama Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhaktiruchyate ataha Śrī Kṛṣṇa namadi na bhavet grahyamindriyai sevonmukhe hi jivhadau swayameva suratyadaha anasaktasya vishayan yatharham upayunjataha nirbandha Krishna sambandhe yuktam vairagyamuchyate. Okay. Great. So we covered till 54, 55. Mathura Sevanam. For some reason in my slides, I had it misnumbered as 54. Copy paste. So it's fixed. So we have to start from 56. Vaishnava Sevanam. Very, very important topic, Vaishnava Sevanam. So let us start with Vaishnava Sevanam. Okay. So what is Vaishnava Seva? So let us see. So this is covered in several verses. Second. My iPad is freezing, but anyway, 6 verses, 214 to 219. So this is Vaishnava Sevanam. So as you can see, Srila Rupa Goswami is putting a lot of emphasis on Śrī Vaishnava Sevanam. So the verses are, I will quote many of these verses because they are very important. And we will start with 214, which is from Padma Puran, a very important verse, and subsequently included in Śrī Chaitanya Bhagavat as well. Okay. So, in the Padma Puran, it's a very beautiful verse. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnor aradhanam param tasmat parataram devi tadiyanam samarchanam. So, here the Lord is speaking to Mother Lakshmi, and he is saying the value of worshipping the Vaishnavas. So I think it is Lord Vishnu speaking to Mother Lakshmi. That's what I remember reading in the commentary. Maybe I'm wrong.
Worship of Vishnu is supreme, and most likely it is Lord Shiva.
Yeah. So again, so I will find that out, or if somebody can find out. So, but it says that Aradhananam Sarvesham, out of all the forms of Aradhana, Vishnor Aradhanam Param. The Aradhana or the worship of Lord Vishnu is the Param, is the highest or supreme. Tasmat Parataram Devi. My dear Devi, whoever is the speaker, he's speaking, that even above that, Tasmat Parataram, superior to that is Tadiyanam Sama Archanam, that those who are surrendered or those who are the devotees of the Lord, Samarchanam. Archana of such people who are the devotees of Lord Vishnu is superior. So he's saying, yes, definitely the worship of Lord Vishnu is superior, but the worship of his devotees is even greater than that. So we should understand this, concept the significance of serving Vaishnavas is so important. If you have a choice between worshipping Vaishnava and worshipping Bhagwan, definitely according to this verse, you can worship Vaishnava. So, the next verse, 215, is from Srimad Bhagavatam. And I will summarize the next 3 verses quickly. And the 300 so this is 215th verse. It says that By service to devotees, one develops love for the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. It also vanquishes material distress. Then 216, Skanda Purana, there is no sin for one who sees a Vaishnava whose body is marked with a conch, a disc, who has tulsi manjaris on his head, and who wears gopi chandana on his body. So these are the marks of a Vaishnava, and it is the glories of worshipping a Vaishnava or paying respect to a Vaishnava is being shown here. Then another one from Srimad Bhagavat Purana, 19th chapter. This is the chapter where Parikshit Maharaj appears. Sorry, Shukdev Goswami. I'm not feeling well today, so my mind is a little off. I'm slow today. So Shukdev Goswami appears in front of Parikshit Maharaj at the right time when Parikshit Maharaj is looking for the devotee to guide him. And as soon as Shukdev Goswami appears, everyone is happy, everyone is completely satisfied. They know the right person has arrived to guide Parikshit Maharaj. So this verse says, Maharaj Parikshit is speaking to Shukdev Goswami. He says, simply by our remembering you, our houses become instantly sanctified. And what to speak of seeing you, touching you, washing your holy feet, and offering you a seat in our home. So here we see these are the things we are supposed to do to serve a Vaishnava. We are supposed to see him lovingly, touch his feet, wash his feet, and offering them a seat in our home. And of course, feed them nice prasadam. Now here is a very beautiful verse from Adi Purana. It is replicated in so many places in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, in Laghu Bhagavatamrta. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami, who are the respective authors of Chaitanya Charitamrita and Laghu Bhagavatamrta, have replicated or copied this verse and put it. So it is a very important, very significant verse, not to be forgotten. So this is the verse. Ye me bhakta janah partha, na me bhaktascha te janah, mad bhaktanam cha te bhaktas, te me bhaktatama mataha. So, ye me bhakta janah partha. So, those who are bhakta janah, devotees or my devotees, my dear Partha, na me bhaktascha te janah. They are, so basically we can have also said those who claim to be my devotees, or those who claim to be my direct devotees, like try to be my direct devotees or claim, they are actually not my devotees. So the Lord is saying this directly to, probably this is Arjuna, Partha, even though it is in the Adi Purana. So I'll have to go and look the whole context. But anyway, they are not na me bhaktash chate janaha. That such people I don't call them my devotees. Mad bhaktanam chaye bhaktas. But those who claim to be the devotees of my devotees, te me bhaktatama. If you remember, tama means maximum or the best, good, better, best. So bhaktatama mataha, according to me or my opinion, is that they are the topmost devotees. Who are the devotees of, or who claim to be the devotees of my devotees, not who claim to be my direct devotees. So that's a very, very beautiful, very important and very significant verse, that we should first and foremost try to serve devotees, even before thinking about serving Bhagavan. By serving devotees, our service of Bhagavan is complete. And that is why in the 219th verse, a very important concept, this is not from any Purana, but this is a direct theorem. In like math or physics, we have theorems. This is a theorem by Sri Rupa Goswami, which says that, the English paraphrasing is, all the limbs described earlier in relation to the Lord, there are so many limbs, so we are on the 56th limb. So previous 55 limbs or all the limbs that are described in relation to the Lord are also considered limbs of bhakti when performed in relation to the Lord's devotees. So many limbs were mentioned, like offering parikrama or standing up, or so many other, following in the footsteps, etc., etc., following the procession, or so many other limbs were described. All those are applicable in relation to devotees of the Lord as well. So such a important significance is there to devotees of the Lord. Okay. So I hope, so all these are all the verses 214 to 219. Any questions? Something is there in the chat. What is there? Okay. Yeah, Narottam Vilas Prabhu mentions Lord Shiva to Mother Parvati. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Okay, Shamlila Mataji also sent the same thing from Lord Shiva to Mother Parvati. Thank you, both of you. All right. Okay, let's move forward. So now I have put some summary slides or to discuss this concept of Vaishnava Seva. So it's a very important concept. So we looked at all the 6 verses, and the main emphasis of these 6 verses is twofold, or 2 main points from these 6 verses so far. Point number 1 is that service to Vaishnavas is more important than service to Bhagavan. Okay, or service to Bhagavan, but neglecting service to Vaishnavas. Now, it is not saying that forget Bhagavan. In service to Vaishnava, one should not just continue to serve Vaishnava and forget Bhagavan. That also should not happen. Sometimes it happens, and sometimes it happens in a negative way, where one begins to feel that if there is an opportunity to serve Bhagavan, one is serving Vaishnava, but then one says, oh, no need. Even if in that moment there is nothing else to do to serve the Vaishnava, one actively ignores the service of Bhagavan, even if there is an opportunity. Now that begins to borderline. I'm not going to say, that's between the disciple and the guru, but such a feeling can occur that I will only serve my guru, I do not need to serve Bhagavan. So yes, maybe there is the bhava, the consciousness, internal consciousness is important. But if there is a tinge of that, oh, I will only serve my guru, I don't need to serve Bhagavan, there is some problem somewhere. Either, I don't want to get into speculation. So that also happens. But 2 main things, service of Vaishnava is more important than service to Bhagavan. But at the same time, one must not neglect the service of Bhagavan. And the second thing is all the limbs of bhakti discussed so far apply to limbs of bhakti in relation to serving Vaishnavas as well. So these are the 2 main topics we have discussed so far. So I have summarized some points, which I will go through now. Already 6 o'clock, 5:55. Oh, we are supposed to go till 6 or 6:30? 6:30. Okay, fine. So we have half an hour. My hope today is to cover till limb number 59. So we are on 56. Remaining 3 will be shorter. They are all related to the festivals. But then tomorrow we will cover the last 5. So that was my hope. Today we will cover till 59, then 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. So the last 5, which are the most important, we will cover tomorrow. So that's my plan. So summary of Vaishnava Seva. So service to Vaishnava should always be done, not like I am serving Vaishnava. The mood should be that through Vaishnava Seva, I am serving Bhagavan. So this itself makes it limb of bhakti or limb of Krishna bhakti. So the consciousness should always be of the devotee that through my worship of, or through my seva of Vaishnava, the consciousness should be that Lord is getting pleased. Always one should remember that serving Lord Krishna is the one and only objective. Vaishnava Seva is making Krishna happy. That should not be forgotten. Vaishnava Seva is not one of the top 5 limbs. We will see that. We have already seen what are the top 5. We will see it again tomorrow. But it doesn't mean it is less important. It is almost or as important as the 5 limbs. Now, why or one of the ways is to understand this, as our acharyas have explained, is that the Lord does not need anything from us. When we say seva, it is service to the Lord. We do not really need, the Lord doesn't need anything from us. What can he need from us? But sometimes, of course, his devotees also do not need anything. And whatever his devotees need, the Lord automatically fulfills. That is the caliber of devotees we are talking about here. But still, in our limited vision, it may appear that the devotees of the Lord need something. So with such a mood, we can try to serve them. So we should never think that the devotee needs something, or that the devotee will not be able to maintain himself or anything like that, that he will be, we should never consider ourselves as the giver, that if I don't do this, the devotee will be lacking in some way. So without any of those things, or if I serve the devotee, I will get some pious credits, I will be the giver, I am at a higher position. Without any of those feelings, one should serve the devotee, because definitely the Lord doesn't need anything and his devotee also doesn't need anything. But from our limited vision, they may need something. The best seva is to serve them which deepens their bhajan. So anything that helps in their bhajan is how we should serve them. And if we don't know what will enable them or help them in their bhajan, we can ask them. So like that, we can serve them. So we should be mindful of what we are trying to serve them with. So there can be many things, many devotees may have different ways of. Now, if some devotee is sitting in a, temple and just, sitting in front of Tulsi and chanting Harinam, and that is his seva, and really he is so absorbed, giving him an iPad or a computer or laptop or something may not be useful. But let us say there is some other devotee who is very much, engaged in preaching or traveling and all those things, then maybe giving him a, some technology or something may be helpful, because he can use it in the seva. So one can see the mood of the devotee, one can apply one's own intelligence and then match the two and try to serve the devotee. So whatever helps the devotee in their bhajan. Now, this is one more thing, very important. Sometimes we feel, oh, we will serve this devotee, and that is nice. But inside we have this feeling, I will get something from this devotee. Even if it is the desire to get knowledge, or even if it is some kind of desire, definitely not material desires, definitely not material desires. Now, a devotee, pure devotee of the Lord generally is poor, or is not like, I mean, maybe a devotee is very rich, but I'm talking in today's terms, like a sannyasi or somebody like that, but he may be very famous. One of the things I have seen is trying to become very like be known as oh, I am I know this devotee very well, or I have direct access to this devotee, or, whatever, that claim to fame. I am not a great devotee, but I am I am close to a great devotee itself could be. So trying to, any material desire should be completely dropped. Now, of course, if you serve a pure devotee quite a bit, you will get close. So I'm not saying that artificially distance yourself. Just remove the consciousness that, just like a rich man can be a devotee. It doesn't mean he need to now completely just write off all his wealth, but removing the consciousness that this wealth does not belong to me. It belongs to the Lord. Ishavashyamidam sarvam. So that consciousness is very important, that even though I'm serving him, I happen to be close to this devotee, I'm not going to misuse my closeness. So like that can be one thing. Or just having asking them incessant questions, like they are tired, they want to take rest, but question 1, question 2, what about this? What about that? I read this. Can you explain this? Can you explain that? So many questions. They are like tired answering your questions, but you do seva to them, so they have to answer. So that can be another thing to, extracting value, कहते हैं ना चूस लेना in Hindi we say. So, थोड़ी सेवा करी और चूस लिया. So that should not be the mood, to just suck or sap their energy. Let them do their bhajan, give them the space, the freedom, and let them relax. They are doing their bhajan, and bhajan takes a lot of energy. So let them relax. And try to not be an obstacle in their seva. And many other ways. Okay. Selfless seva, in fact, is the best value. Bhagwan is seeing that you are doing selfless seva. You have no idea. We have no idea how much we can get by doing selfless seva. If you really want to think of it in a equation way, ROI, return on investment, the best investment is to do selfless seva. Tremendous returns will be there in the future. Next point is niraparad seva. So seva should be done in a completely offenseless way. There are ways in which one can cause Vaishnava aparadha. So we have studied Nam aparadha, 10 Nam aparadhas. We had studied seva aparadhas, 32 seva aparadhas we had studied from Padma Purana in one of the 19th verse of the not 19th verse, 19th limb of 64 limbs. So we did seva aparadha, we did nam aparadha. Now we will do Vaishnava aparadha. So let us see the 6 Vaishnava aparadhas. And this is from Hari Bhakti Vilas. And there is a verse which has the 6 Vaishnava aparadha. Hanti nindanti vaidveshti vaishnavāṇāṁ na abhinandati krudhyate yati no harsham darshane patanani shat. So shat means 6, like we say Shat Gosvami or something like that. Shad vidha priti lakshanam. So like that, shat means 6. So these are, and patanani, these are the 6 causes of patan, of fall down. So what are the 6? Towards a Vaishnava, okay? Hanti means killing, or another meaning is beating or hurting. So you may not kill, but even beating. So this is physical abuse, basically, physically, point number 1. Nindati means ninda karna, criticize, blaspheme, say bad things on their face or on their back. Both count, okay? So not just on their face, but even on the back. So physical and verbal. And third is mental, feeling envy or malice towards, which one day will manifest as verbal or physical. So all the actions start in the mind. All actions start in the mind. Okay, now in Kali Yuga specifically, this is pardoned if it limits to the mind. But don't think that it is you get a jail-free card. It will come out of your mouth in the slightest possible way, and then it will be very harmful. Then to a Vaishnava, na abhinandati. So the first 3 are actually you are doing. Okay. This one is not doing something, is also an offense, not doing something. So whenever you see a Vaishnava, you should do his abhinandan, which means greet him or offer obeisances to him. So offering obeisances or offering a pleasant greeting, Hare Krishna, or doing pranam or whatever with genuineness is very important. So not doing that, just stay still, you made an offense. So don't think that you have to do something actively to make an offense. Just staying still is also an offense. Krudhyate, angry, getting angry upon. Okay, and then yati, no harsham, not feeling happy. So this is the sort of in the doing aspect, like if you are greeting, if you are even speaking something to them, but internally you are not feeling happy. So one must always try to see the good, even if you think that the Vaishnava is, may have done something in the past. If today he has, we are all on the journey. We are very easy to forgive ourselves. All of us have done nonsense things in the past, which we all regret. And we easily are willing to forgive ourselves. Oh, see how much paschatap I have done in my mind. I know what all I have done to reform myself. Try to think this person is also doing that. So many people come into bhakti and they leave. This person at least stayed. Okay. So even if you remember some things he has done which make you feel that to not feel happy upon seeing them, you should at least feel happy upon seeing that he is still connected to Krishna. Try to remember all those people who somehow got connected and left. This poor fellow is at least connected to Krishna. Give him that much credit and feel happy for him. Okay. Minimum possible. I mean, there is too many nonsense things you can do. You can say, Arey, only he's coming to temple. Who knows? He just comes to eat prasadam. Arey, free food is available at a lot of places. So, you don't really need to come to temple. So, one can feel at least happy that he is coming to the temple out of his own accord and being connected to Krishna. So that these are the things. So these are the 6 offenses. Not doing these things are 6 causes of fall down. Then some more points I have, how to identify genuine Vaishnavas. Now this is a very crucial point, how to identify genuine Vaishnavas. So there are 2 answers. So today I have taken a second line of thought. One answer is what? What is the sort of the safest answer? No risk answer, risk averse answer.
Treat everyone as...
Yes, Shamlila Mataji. Raise your hand, that will be better.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, it is treat everyone as a devotee of the Lord or a potential devotee.
Very nice. So that is the risk averse answer. Nobody gave you the license to be the judge. So who are you to judge? So don't judge and consider everybody to be a Vaishnava. It doesn't take much to give respect to all people. It will only improve or cleanse your heart. But today I'm taking second line of thought. There are certain ways to identify genuine Vaishnavas. Of course, there are a lot of fake Vaishnavas. Srila Prabhupada talks a lot about bogus gurus and bogus this and bogus that and all that. And this is especially when you are trying to do seva to them, especially over a long period of time. So you are doing, it's that risk averse option is nice to take when you are asked to not offend anyone. Don't beat anyone. Don't physically abuse anyone, verbally abuse anyone, mentally envy anyone. So that can be applied to don't get angry at anyone. Feel happy on seeing everyone, because at least you can see that he is a child of God. There is Paramatma in his heart. Even for a, stranger on the street, you can see that. So those are the areas where you can apply understanding number 1. Are you following? But when the matter comes to actually serving Vaishnavas and investing your time, energy, your consciousness into doing active seva for them, okay, then it may be useful to adopt the second rationale or the second line of thought, that whom you cannot do serve all the 8 billion people. It's not practically possible. Okay, it's possible to not think maliciously about all the 8 billion people. That is possible. But how can you go physically serve all 8 billion people? So how to identify genuine Vaishnavas? I have collected some points from some of the writings that I have been going through and through my personal notes and this and that. I have collected some points. Please forgive me if any of these are incorrect or a little bit inaccurate or too much inaccurate. But in any case, this is my humble offering. So first of all, it is not a simple or effortless process to identify a genuine Vaishnava. Imagine how much work in arranged marriage. Many of you may have arranged marriage. How much work it takes to find a good husband for a girl, good wife for a boy, huh? Tell me, how much, you have to do so much careful evaluation, isn't it? Because you are going to live your life with that person. Or even, these days, college admission, so much which college to join. You go visit this college, that college, that college. You're going to spend 4 years in that college, isn't it? So when we put so much time and effort into all these important things, or a job, if you're lucky enough to have 2, 3 job offers, how much evaluation you do? Should I join this job, this, that, right? So in the same way, we can, if you search, so many devotees have found genuine Vaishnavas, why will you not find? Even in today's date, 2024. And the benefit is huge, like, getting admission in good college or getting married to a good husband or good wife. Then your whole life will be happy. In the same way, if you find a genuine Vaishnava, the immense benefit is immense. You get to do seva to such a person. Worshipping deity is simple. You can buy it in Loi Bazaar, or you have temple anywhere and you can go worship deity. Deities, we said in the beginning, Vishrambhena Guror Seva. Why it is hard? Deity accepts all service. You give him, कहते हैं ना, मूंगफली खिला दो क्या? सूखी मूंगफली खिला दोगे तो भी deity क्या बोलेगी? What will the deity say? If you just give him raw peanuts, but you cannot give raw peanuts to a Vaishnava, whatever. You understand the point. So the point is, by associating long enough, it is possible to identify the genuineness. So you have to invest your time, energy, effort to identify. So many items are there. I have just listed few of them. Always surrendered to Harinam. Not interested in personal popularity, fame, disciples, money. Accepting whatever is available without over endeavor. Gentle and equanimous in behavior, even in stressful or emotional situations. Not manipulative, duplicitous, envious, saying something, thinking something, doing something else. None of those things. Respecting everyone, even those who are rejected by others, etc., etc. There are so many, all these things which we have studied. So we must try to understand the qualities of Vaishnavas. First, we must understand the criteria, who is, high quality, who is low quality. And all these are given in Shastra. Bhagavad Gita, 2 very prominent places where it is given, 13th chapter, 8 to 12, and 16th chapter. There are so many, 13th chapter, 8 to 12, 20 qualities are given. Second, 16th chapter, 1 to 3, how many are given? Anybody remembers number? 26 are given. So many qualities of, devotees are given. And then nectar of instruction, 1, 2, and 3 verses are giving qualities. Second one is giving non-qualities, but you can convert them into the qualities by taking their opposites. The first one and the third one is giving the qualities. And 20 limbs of bhakti, which we said are the first 20 are the foundational limbs. They are more behavioral. So all those are other qualities. So basically, we must absorb ourselves in studying the qualities of devotees through Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and personal examples. Now, Bhagavad Gita doesn't have personal examples because it is a 100% theory. But Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita have tons of examples. So read those texts and you will understand who is a pure devotee and how to identify similar people in today's world, even in the modern day and age. It is certainly possible. Okay. Next, serving. So again, this could have been a whole class in itself, how to serve. Vaishnav Seva is a huge topic, huge. Probably books are written, thick books are written, how to serve Vaishnavas. We cannot cover in half an hour. Okay. So I'm just giving a glimpse, quality over quantity. Like I said, not offending, you can do to all 8 billion people of the planet. But you cannot go and actively yourself serve all 8 billion people. So serving a few is better than serving thousands, like some people call sadhu seva. So yes, you can do sadhu seva, but there are multiple ways. I don't want to say that this kind of sadhu seva is not good, but try to serve one sadhu, genuine sadhu, whom you have put the effort to identify as genuine sadhu, and try to serve them very nicely. Here, how you do sadhu seva, you put an advertisement. Okay, today we are doing sadhu seva at lunchtime. All sadhus are invited. And anybody who shows up wearing a, saffron or whatever is, you let them in. Now, how you know whether they are sadhu or not? Okay, fine. You can offer them prasad. That's fine. There's no problem, and try to do it with as less offense as possible. Sometimes they do offense. He says, can I have one more puri? Are nahi hai, chalo, chalo, chalo. Aa gaye puri khane. Like this, we can think or say, then that is an offense. Or if he says that, something like, oh, this, can I have this plate is broken, or pattal, can I have another pattal? Alright, please eat in this one, no? Why you are asking new one? I have to go now all the way and get you a new one. Like this, one can answer. That's not good. So, I mean, that is practical also, but that's why, try to do one instead of 1,000. All these practical problems will come, and then you will get into justification mode. What else could I have done? Arey, puris were over. I just put an advertisement. I thought 500 will come. 1,000 ended up coming. We fell short of the puris. Arey, why did you put out an advertisement? And if you put out an advertisement, if you think 500 will come, prepare for 2,000. If you are so strong about Vaishnav Seva, over-prepare. Like that, one can make arguments. So there is always a risk of. So the point is quality over quantity. So serving with genuine love and gratitude that I am being allowed by Bhagavan and this devotee to serve him. I am getting this opportunity to serve this devotee and done with a lot of, it's not just love and gratitude, love. It has to be a lot of care and attention. So there's got to be like a planning behind it. It's not just love. Mother's love, and if she doesn't feed the child properly, then she's not a good mother, half-cooked, no mother gives half-cooked food or something to the child. She'll nicely prepare with care and attention. So love and gratitude externally translates into care and attention. They are giving us an opportunity by accepting our seva. Genuine devotees, again, we are talking about genuine devotees. They do not need our seva. So they are allowing us to serve them. So make sure they leave with a feeling that next time when you offer the seva, they will accept. Not like, it was too much to accept this seva. I'll try to avoid next time. So they should not leave with that feeling. Okay. And also, don't try to wing it. Try to think that, they will not notice or something will. I heard from some very advanced devotees that sometimes, they were fed, previous day leftover food. Just heat it up, put extra mirch masala, try to pass it up as freshly prepared, whereas it was prepared 1 or 2 days back. Basi khana. That happens. It is so bad. It is so wrong. Such a pure devotee is coming to your house, and just because you are trying to, save making one extra dish freshly, you are giving, yesterday's preparation, trying to heat it up and spice it up and pass it off as fresh. Even if he doesn't notice, sometimes his stomach goes bad, so he can notice. But even if he doesn't notice, Krishna is noticing. So don't do that. Don't risk all this nonsense, winging it, hiding, or sometimes, have, mithai, like, sometimes it has, kya kehte hain usse? Mold. Then you chop off that portion, and make it look as if it is fresh. All these things. Expiry date has happened. Why expiry date has to be there? Make it fresh from raw ingredients. You shouldn't, buy ready-made with expiry date stuff. It shouldn't need an expiry date. So all these things we have to be careful. Okay. So 622, let's try to finish these few last verses. So one verse each. Vaibhava-mahotsavo. So this is 220th verse. Observing, organizing, participating in Lord's festivals according to one's means. Now, according to one's means had come in the previous discussion when all the 64 were listed like in brief. There it was mentioned according to one's means. Something like yat samartha or something like that was mentioned. So according to one's means, celebrate the festivals of the Lord. And this 220th verse is from Padma Purana. The summary is, he who performs a festival in the temple of the Lord experience for eternity a festival in the planet of the Lord. So which means one will go to the planet of the Lord. So that is but the emphasis is not going to the planet of the Lord. The emphasis is to perform the festival of the Lord. And this verse from Padma Purana specifically says in the temple of the Lord. So now you will see next limb is specifically with respect to Janmāṣṭamī, but our acharyas have included Janmāṣṭamī here as well. But there is an overlap. So anyway, so various festivals of the Lord. So Janmāṣṭamī, Deepavali, Govardhan Puja, Gaur Purnima, Narsingh Chaturdashi, all those are the festivals of the Lord. But remember the other limb. What was the other limb?
Devotees of the Lord.
Devotees
The
of the
same
Lord.
limbs apply to devotees of the Lord.
Exactly. So not just Gaura Chandra, not just Krishna or Rama or Narsingha, but also acharyas. So their appearance and disappearance days, which are known as Janma Tithi or Avirbhava, and disappearance as Tirobhava Tithis. So we must celebrate those as well. And we become happy and peaceful. The acharyas become happy and the Lord becomes happy. And it increases when we organize those festivals. Of course, we must organize those festivals not as a social gathering or as a, just having like party fun, but with devotion. And in that case, it increases our absorption in the Lord and his devotees. So, enacting plays, for example, is very important. But enacting plays should also be done because And here we are talking about plays like in the true sense, where you have to memorize the lines and you have to like basically a good art, good actor. It is said that must become that person. Basically, it's a very nice way of absorbing yourself into that role. So many plays have devotee roles. And of course, there are demoniac roles as well. We will see how demoniac roles are also helpful when we come to Raganuga Bhakti section. But anyway, it helps to absorb ourselves into the organizing and observing these festivals. And festivals, as you know, are fun things in general. They are fun things. So for the children, for the next generation, it's very important to ingrain the Vaishnava culture and tradition. If they will see us going deep into this, of course, for the fun, they will participate. But, so many new modern age children are losing the, even the memory. They don't have any memory of such festivals. We are not giving them those memories. So we must try our best to give them the memories, the absorption. They will carry these. This is how the Vaishnava culture will keep going. And also not just the Lord's festivals, Acharya festivals, but your own festivals, your personal birthdays and anniversaries. Don't forget the Lord. Make it into a kirtan program. And, you can have nice prasadam. You can have fun with your friends. They might, say happy birthday to you or Hare Krishna to you. All that is fine. But have Krishna as the center, even for your own personal avirbhava, not tirobhava, but avirbhava or anniversaries and all. You can have an tirobhava also for those who have departed, without, have lived a complete life of devotion, and it's a celebration of life like we had for Gaurangi Mataji. So all those can be celebrated. Next, 58, ūrjādaro, or observing the Kārtik vrata. So we'll go through it. So 3 verses are there, but not much. So Kārtik, as you all know, everybody is familiar with Kārtik month, Damodar month. And what is famous about Damodar month is that Damodar month is the most dear to the Lord. So this verse number 221, all these 3 verses are from Padma Purana. And this says that Damodar month is the dearest to the Lord. So, and it says that just as Lord Damodar is dear to the devotees, to his devotees, the month of Damodar is also very dear to his devotees. And there is a twist on why it is dear to his devotees. So the twist is that even a little service, tiny amount of service gets magnified many, many, many times. And for the devotees, it is not that they are trying to, again, get a return on investment, but they are trying to get other people to do little seva so that the effect is multiplied many, many, many times. That's why this Damodar Kārtik program is so famous and should be done, so that others get the benefit. And why Damodar? Because Lord Damodar specifically is famous as Bhakta-vatsala. Bhakta-vatsala means devotee of the devotee. Vatsala means devotee. One of the meaning of Vatsala is devotee. So Lord becomes a devotee of the devotee, of his devotee. Just like he became the charioteer of Arjuna, like a driver. So he is Bhakta Vatsala. So it is the sale month where, you get so much benefit. And directly this is mentioned in the commentary by Jiva Goswami. He mentions this, not sale, but like he gives, it's like the Lord is taking debt from you and he's returning it back with 200, 300% interest. So he's returning back with huge profits back to you. It's like a sale. And there is And the advantage is that millions and millions on our devotees don't care about wiping off their sins, but yes, for new people, for people who are, not yet devotees, they can be told that in this month, if you do little seva, there is a lot of benefits. It's like a sale. Millions and millions of sins get wiped out by this little service to Lord Damodar in this month. Now, there is another twist in the tale. And this is what devotees want. So, till now we discussed for devotees don't want removal of sins. So, special significance of performing Kārtik vrat in Mathura Mandal. Okay? In Mathura Mandal. That's why all these yatras and all to Vrindavan and all occur in month of Kārtik. So, try to go to Mathura Mandal in Kārtik. Why? Because one attains the impetus to perform bhakti to the Lord. That is available only in Mathura Mandal. Elsewhere, millions and trillions of sins are wiped out. But if you go do seva in Mathura Mandal, Bhagwan's seva, or you do Kārtik vrata, then a strong impetus to perform bhakti to Lord is arised. So performing seva to the Lord elsewhere, it is written directly in the commentary by Shri Jiv Goswami, or no, in the verse itself it is written. In the verse 222 to 223, it is written that elsewhere, if you do this seva in Kārtik, one gets bhukti and mukti, either material enjoyments or liberation, for which, all those removal of sins and all needs to happen. So one gets bhukti and mukti, but not bhakti. But in Mathura, if you do, you get bhakti. So that is the advantage for devotees. Then perform in Kārtik month, whether you are in Mathura Mandal or outside Mathura Mandal. Kārtik Vrat means performing all your limbs of bhakti, whatever you are doing, to do them with extra vigor, enthusiasm, determination, etc. And here, as you can see, Lord Damodar is special Bhakta Vatsal. He himself got bound for the sake of liberating his devotees. He had to go through so much pain so that he could liberate the sons of Kuvera, okay, Nalakuvar and Manigriv. So that is the Bhakta Vatsal. This is, very genuine Bhakta Vatsalta of Bhagwan, that he agreed to get bound so that he could liberate his devotees. Okay. So that is the Bhakta Vatsalta of Bhagwan. Okay, we'll go on for 2-3 more minutes. Sorry for stretching over. If you have to drop, please feel free. We'll finish 59, last slide. This is Shri Janma Dina Yatra. So this is specific to Janmāṣṭamī. So 224th verse, specific to Janmāṣṭamī. So observing, organizing, participating in Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa's appearance day. And the verse says that the summary of the verse is that completely surrendered devotees of the Lord celebrate his appearance day and the Lord is pleased with them. So Krishna Janmāṣṭamī. So one should celebrate with full love, devotion and enthusiasm. So it's very important, love and devotion, not just having fun and hoo-hoo, ha-ha and socializing. One should have this mood of love and devotion to Bhagwan. All the fun can be there, no problem. Perform Abhishek of the Lord, fast till midnight, okay, and offer new clothes, ornaments, etc. to the Lord and perform extra bhajan of the Lord. So this is how, and of course, in the festival, have all the celebrations and all the, invite your guests and have a big celebration. All right, so that is the end of today's class. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Any questions? Okay. Thank you then. So we will see you tomorrow and we will start with the last 5 most important limbs of Bhakti. Okay. So tomorrow is 5 p.m. regular time, Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific time.
Prabhuji,
Okay.
Prabhuji, Thursday Namajapa, if more people join, it will be good.
Yeah, sure, but we have no attachment
Only appealing to everybody to join.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, anything else? ठीक है. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Jagat Guru.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna,
Thank you.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Mataji.
Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji.